What is up, guys? We are down here at South Georgia Motorsports Park for No Mercy 10. We got in last night about 10 o'clock, pouring rain. That's all we did. We got here and we just made some food and went to bed. It was about it's only about a 7 to 8 hour drive with the motorhome, but it just took a while. We only stopped twice. Once was to get lunch, and the other time was to get food at the grocery store and I guess some fuel, so 3 times. But we got here, set up. We're down here in no man's land. I figured coming down on Tuesday I wouldn't have to worry as much about parking. Turns out I'm wrong. So I'm sure for the next one we'll like pay extra and get some VIP parking or something. But man, this place is packed. If you've never been out here before, it's quite the spectacle if you're into radial racing. Let me turn the camera around. And like I said, we're out here. That's the entrance right there, and we're right here, so you can see how far we made it. But quite a few trailers already out this way, and there's a ton more out there in the middle. Later on, I'll try to ride around and get some video. Hopefully we'll be testing in a few hours. But with it raining last night, I'll probably hold it testing a little bit. But that's where we're at. I hope we can put our crap together and make some good passes this week, and not have the demons that have been haunting us get us like they have the past couple races. We're not really expecting to go rounds at all. We're in a fast class. I'll be surprised if we even qualify, but it's just a chance to run on a really awesome track at a cool event, and if anything, consider it motivation to work harder and get faster. What's up, guys? Update here. We went through tech, all that's good. We are just waiting for to run. I don't think we're going to make any test passes today, so we'll be qualifying tonight in round 1. Thankfully, though, we get more testing tomorrow if necessary, which I'm sure it will be. It's pretty filled out here. Still people coming. The weather, though, seems a little crappy, so hopefully if anything hits us, it's short-lived. You can definitely see there's a lot of motorhomes here. Not so many down this way because we're parked in the very back. But you see this track here. This is a quarter mile. I hate that we aren't more near the 8-mile side of things, but you know, it's what it is. Looking forward to making some passes. We just gotta wait. What's up, guys? So made our first pass. Ended up having to, qualify. Ended up wheeling on us almost right away. I chopped it. I felt it bounce when I got back down, and I was probably going to try to come up again or just get really out of the groove. So it wasn't worth it since we got so many shots left. Notice it was idling a little jacked up, and after the pass, I moved the throttle body actuator, and it got stuck. So took the throttle body loose, and the blade was loose. Ended up taking it off, and we had welded those bolts a few years back, so obviously the screws that were in it stretched. Spent like an hour and a half drilling the bolts out and drilling through with drill bits that were dull as hell, and that we kept sharpening with the cookie pad. Got it done. Wasn't pretty. Got the holes there. Put some bolts through it. Just took it over to R&R Fab Life, I believe is the name. They it's 11:30 at night, about 11:15. He has called the number on his canopy, and he welded it for us. So it's pretty cool. So we just had to cut the slack off the longer bolts, and we are going to put it back together. And no more qualifying tonight, but I think we'll be one of the first ones up tomorrow morning. See you then. I guess I'll update you guys with the video. You can see there, this is one side welded, and this is the other side. The drill job wasn't pretty, but he filled it in for us. Should be good enough to go some PBs. The car, went a 110/60 on that pass. So we just have to keep the front down, and we're gonna roll. All right, guys, just a quick update before I go out. We are the next class up for the next round of qualifying. It looks like due to potential weather, they're trying to speed the race along. So although we hope to get a couple test sessions, it looks like it's all qualifying. Made a bar change to the rear for the instant center, tightened the front a little bit, and we're going to see if it'll keep the nose down on this one. If not, then I'll probably enter open comp so we get some more testing. But back with the updates.
Right. Here come the turbo's. That's for some reason Barrett's holding the door open in the tower like you want to hear the outside too. Wheels up for Nigel, pedals it, comes down. Oh my, Nigel! Into the wall, right hand side at the finish line. Nigel Alexander head on into the wall, the right side, over into the left side, into the wall, head on. Stay back, please, stay back.
What's up, guys? So we made our second hit. The car came up again at wheelie, took some instant center out of it. Still wheelie, but came down, felt smooth, got back in it. Went in high gear and hit it, and all of a sudden all hell broke loose. Not really sure what happened. The car was tracking straight, no signs of any engine issues, but we lost control about 115, and pretty much fucked a bunch of stuff up. as of right now, we've been cutting stuff up to get off the car so we can get it on the trailer. Pretty unfortunate, sad for sure, but I guess it's the risk you take. We got the frame rails on the lower side. Now I'll do a better video when we get back in the shop, but you see it buckled the roof right there. You might be able to see it. I can't tell because of the sun glare. The floorboard don't feel too bad, surprisingly, which is a good thing. So that's where we're at. Obviously super sad. Not how we wanted our week to end, or season, but it is what it is, man. I guess they say sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail, and here lately we've been a nail, and we got the hell knocked out of us this weekend. But I guess we'll just take it step by step from there, or from here I should say. See ya. What's up, guys? So back here at the shop, drove back yesterday, and just want to give you a look around the car. As you can see, it's messed up pretty good. I know I shot some video from outside, but you see the frame rail and strut tower and stuff is pushed over pretty good on the passenger side here. And I'm sure the driver's side's tweaked too. In fact, I know it is. I mean, it's all stuff that can be fixed on a frame machine. This takes time and money. It's nothing that'll be fixed right away, but I'm sure there's something in the future. But pretty crappy for sure. Hate that it happened. Watched the video 1,000 times. Some people say they've seen, something missing along the way. I mean, it's hard to say. I haven't seen anything myself. And sometimes when you slow a video down, it looks like you can see something. You don't really. It's just because the video's in slower motion. But it sucks for sure. But it's racing. It's a chance you take. I can't. Anything can happen. So you just gotta. You can either quit and whine about things, or take a step back and just regroup as you can. But like I said, right now I'm not sure on any plans for anything, but something will get figured out. What's up, guys? Been a few weeks since I made a video, recorded anything since we had the wreck, obviously, at No Mercy. We've much more positive now than initially. At first, of course, you can imagine very annoyed by the situation, which I guess in the end makes you angry about it. Which is it's no one's fault. It's just things happen. Our fuel cell was mounted up front, and generally we drive the car up to the lane, so lose some fuel there. Only thing we can think of, there we pushed the car up because it was kind of a cluster. Only thing we can think of is that when the car came down from the wheelie, some fuel splashed out of the overflow, and even though there's like there was a piece of hose on it that kind of wrapped around to catch if something was to happen, it must have not been enough with not driving it, and it drove through it. So that's the only thing we can think of, is that this drove through fuel. It sucks. Lesson learned. And a lot of guys just have breathers on their vents like that, but this is how it goes. Not everybody's given an easy path. Here's how the car currently sits, and today is November 15th, so going on close to a month since it happened. Chopped off this area just to get an idea. We're going to do some pulling, some tugging. We were going to get on a frame machine, but they're pretty backed up and pretty expensive. So now we're just kind of taking things into our own hands. And it is what it is. We're not too worried about it not looking good, because just taking our time when we're not in a rush. But you can see, chopped off this stuff. You see how bent up it is. It had bent the mid plate back, firewall. Thankfully, it didn't hurt the engine block or the trans. It's got both the plates. But we have this right here to get some parts off of. There's a place in Salisbury called Pony Down, I think Restoration or something like that, but they did. They sell a bunch of used Fox body stuff, so we got this front clip for like $200, which, if anything, it'll give us some stuff to measure off of as well. Got this Harwood one-piece front. It's the same hood we had. John just went ahead and fixed it again. but this front's a bit lighter than what we have as stock fenders, and it'll look better. You can tell we got a pile of parts here, broken stuff. We got some good stuff, but then the K-members tweaked, control arms tweaked, one of the wheels are bent, one of the front wheels. At least they're cheaper than the back wheels. Yeah, it's a big bummer, but whining about it, I certainly won't fix anything. But yeah, we got obviously a lot of work to do, and we're not going to rush it. It's just one of those things that'll happen as it happens. Business is the priority for me right now, anyways, and we'll just have to enjoy racing with customers and whatnot for a while, but just be a while before we get to do it again ourselves. So that's where we're at. Probably be the last video for a while after I finally put this one together, and maybe in the coming months I'll start putting some more together and release them again. But appreciate you guys watching the series this season. Hate to end it on a sour note, but I mean, it's racing and things happen. So we'll see you guys again soon.